whatever, right? So I don't know. It's sort of you wouldn't gauge a child for like time management skills, like get them to be in charge of time management for the whole school.
The funnest part was definitely, for some reason at my primary school, the power would go out a lot.
Yeah.
So when that wasn't working, they'd give us this big giant bell.
Hear ye, hear ye.
You'd be like a town crier.
Yeah.
You'd walk down the halls just ringing the bell, and all the doors start to open. It's like, Christmas Day already, Father? Everyone's coming out.
Well,
Eat the pudding.
my school, because it was a brand new school, it was on like farmland. We didn't have a PA system, and for a while
They just won't carry pigeons.
The lunchtime bell, they would come out of the staff room and be like the closest kids that were at the staff room. Teacher would be like, "Here's the bell, go ring the bell."
Yeah.
And you'd walk around the school ringing the bell, like, "Hear ye, hear ye."
It's fun.
And you'd be like, you'd hang around the staff room and be like, "I want to get that bell. I want to get that power," and be like, "Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling."
I wanted to be the
For
bell
a
boy.
second, I thought you were going to say, like, do you know how cows have bells?
you-
There's like leader
Slap
cow.
it on the ass and get it run through the school. It was a farm-like school, so it would make sense to just get Daisy to walk through the school.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
So what do we want to say for the peak of
Well,
the
one thing
piercing?
I guess we should end on, I guess, do you think him making his girlfriend miss the exam was too much?
Too
Do you
much
think-
of a punishment.
Do you think maybe you should have, like, let's say the exam started at 9 a.m.
You should have, yeah.
And maybe you should have been like, hey, the little bitch is getting you up. Here's breakfast in bed. Dump some cereal on her. Your exam starts now and leave
I
or
think
something.
what you should do to teach her a lesson is to change the clock, then make her feel like she slept in, make her rush and be like, and then she's running around and like, guess what? You haven't, but now this is learned. You've learnt your lesson now.
Yeah.
But she'd probably be mad because she'd be like, I could have slept longer because you interrupted my sleep, you little bitch.
Yeah.
But that is a way to be like, I'm not responsible for you to be waking up. So I don't know. I think you shouldn't have gone ham with like a really important thing like that.
I feel like this has got some bigger issues than just
Yeah. Oh,
if
for
she's
sure.
treating you like
she's
that,
quite abusive by the sounds
she's
of it.
abusive. I don't think you need to be in the relationship. I think you could just you could sort of, nah, I'm done.
Yeah.
that was a you know what, and we're broken up.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
If you don't like the
Grounds for
person...
Dumpsville, you're saying.
yeah, 100%. If my partner calls me a little bitch in a non-joking way,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I would be pretty pissed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and I think the reality is if you don't like the person who you are in a relationship because of the person you're with,
yeah,
then go your separate ways.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
you.
So you know what, you did all right by my book.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave it there
Dump
for
her.
the top ear piercing.
Yeah, all right.
Marcus, what are you piercing?
So
Where's the needle going?
Where is that needle? I was always a big scaredy cat of needles, so I was never going to get a piercing. However, I always thought the lip piercing, like the bottom of your lip on the
yeah?
right.
Oh,
yeah.
so really?
Snake bite was the 2, right?
The 2, yeah, but only one.
Off to the side, like a Tom DeLonge.
Yeah, just one.
On the side.
Yeah, on the side.
Okay.
I always thought they looked cool.
I'm trying. I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could pull that off.
I
I'm
don't. I
trying to
got big fat
imagine it.
lips. I don't think it'll work. But
Those big juicy lips Marcus has.
Yeah.
So kissable.
yeah, so kissable. Mwah. Anyway, lip piercing, right?
If you ever blow kisses at me again, I'll
and
tackle
a wink,
you.
and a wink, a little bit of a wink. All right.
So lip piercing.
Lip piercing. Yeah, lip piercing. Is it rude to lurk at what other people are eating? It doesn't matter if I am on a diet, if I am eating regular food, going out with friends or family, or going to the grocery store, and I experience a lot of other customers or workers are copying my grocery staples. Is it considered to be a violation of privacy if someone is asking you what foods you eat,
right.
or are staring at you when you eat, or copy all the foods you buy at the grocery store? It irritates me a lot. It makes me feel violated in all ways possible because I am extremely shy, conservative, and reserved. Lip piercing.
That question took a turn that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel violated. It's
Yeah,
like
violated.
oh,
That's it.
That's not the thing. I feel like this is a common thing to do at a restaurant. If you're seeing someone eating something across the table, you're like, I can't find that on the menu. What is it?
Yeah.
Mainly specifically if you're eating maybe Asian food.
Yes.
Right? Because you're just like, I don't know, is that the pork? Is that the chicken? Is that the this? Is that the that?
Yeah.
There's usually endless items on a menu.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. And you might need to ask to be like, excuse me, what is that? Or you'll ask the person working there,
Yeah.
what's the table over there eating?
Yeah.
I feel like it's sort of okay to do.
I also like being asked because I think it's almost like,
A compliment?
yeah, because people are like, oh, hey, what are you eating? That looks great.
Someone goes, what are you
I made it
eating?
myself.
I'm definitely not getting this one, guys. This one looks like
Looks
shit.
like shit.
Looks like your poor choice of food, mate. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a good feeling that, like, when people ask you
Yeah, I
that.
think so. I think it's a little bit of a compliment. I don't really mind if people are watching me what I eat at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Even what about groceries though? Or
That
anything
confused
like
me because I can't ever think of a time where somebody is mirroring my exact shop at a grocery store.
Someone's shadowing you, and while they're
Because,
looking.
like, how would my shop apply to what they need?
Yeah.
Like, that just seems like a situation that would never happen.
That's so
ever.
true. Yeah.
But I even still, if somebody asks, all right, let's say I'm hosting some guests over, and I'm
Yeah.
pulled out a bag of biscuits or
Yeah.
whatever it is. If someone says to me, "Hey, what are these? I really want to buy them. Where did you buy?" I feel like that's very commonplace.
That's normal. But I'm talking about in a grocery.
In a
grocery
supermarket's kind of weird.
In a way, yeah. If someone's like peering over into your like, "Hey, what's that?"
If someone's
Where-
looking at my trolley, that would make me think they're trying to take what's in my trolley.
But what would you have in your trolley that is so important that you couldn't just
the
go?
large prosciutto. That's it.
Is that always the case though? There's never any prosciutto left.
prosciutto's always on the leg, man? There's always
The
someone.
only time I
Who's got the
really
last
kind of
one?
felt actively conscious about what was going on and what was happening in my trolley
Yeah.
was during the lockdowns last year.
Oh yeah.
That's when people were eyeing off trolleys.
Well, you got rice
like
or
I've
something.
never seen before.
Yeah.
In a way that made me like wildly uncomfortable because
It was the Wild West of grocery
it
stores.
was at the time as well when only one person from your family was allowed to go.
Yeah.
So I'd be like pushing it along and I'd see people as I go past and they'd be actively like looking in to be like, did he get the last toilet paper? Did he get the last this?
Don't
And it's
stab
like,
him.
Yeah,
Don't
it felt
stab
like
him.
that.
There were stabbings for toilet paper.
And
yeah.
I knew it was never going to happen because the area that I live in is basically like the average age is like 70 years old, so it's a very old area.
Yeah.
So
You could take anybody there. Most people
I'm
there.
winning that fight every single time.
I hope so, Damien.
90% of the time.
I've seen some Jack Nonnos down your way.
Yeah, come on.
What you just said was the percentage equivalent of calling me a little bitch.
Yeah,
then,
right.
so-
No,
10%,
I
a little bit.
didn't say 10%. I said 90%.
Well, anyway, that was the only time I've experienced it. I would
Yeah.
say for the most part, though, nobody cares about what's in your trolley. They're doing their own
I
shop.
don't care about anyone else's trolley. Like we've had this conversation about like even lunch in the works, the
Yep.
staff fridge. I don't care what you have.
No.
If it's not mine, I'm not desiring it.
It might as well be nuclear waste to me. I'm not going to eat
But
it.
Yeah.
Marcus, if they had a PS5 in their trolley, you don't tell me you wouldn't be
man.
eyeballing that off though.
Jesus
Not
Christ.
now.
Yeah,
not now.
not now.
that I'm a part of the PS5 club.
Yeah, but then you would have been like,
I would have been like, you motherfucker.
yeah, you would have been pretty
I
upset.
would have called them the
if
little
you
bitch.
made it all the way to the shops from that time you went there and they
Yeah.
didn't have it, and then you saw the old biddy carrying it out.
Yeah, I'd be like pushing her down the.
You might.
No, I wouldn't be.
That
doing
just
that.
reminded me of, I've told you guys this, but I don't think I said it on the podcast, when I bought my PS5, because they're in such like
High demand?
Yeah, high demand at the moment, and there's not a lot of stock going around. When the guy from JB brought it out and put it on the counter,
Yeah.
I have never had so many people look at me.
Yeah.
I had multiple people come up to me and say, hey, how'd you get that? Where'd you get that from? Like, and just,
Did you suck?
yeah, I felt really uncomfortable.
Did you? It's like,
Like,
what
more-
about you?
I felt more uncomfortable than I did last year
Yeah.
during lockdown because I'm like, oh, somebody might actually rob me for
Because
this.
it's an expensive item,
Yeah.
true, and it is actually,
Yeah.
you know how like scarce it is.
And I didn't even say anything, guys. Like the guy behind the counter was like, "You want a bag, don't you?" I'm like, "Yes, please. Give me a bag."
When I picked up mine, I
Escort
was,
me to my car
Do
as
you
well.
also have an assault rifle behind
Yeah.
the counter?
Please,
So I'll
please.
take that.
when you told me that story, I was extremely scared because I picked it up from Target. And I was extremely scared they were just going to bring me a box that said PS5 with no like bagging or anything like that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I hope not. Thankfully, Target had a Target box on top of it.
That's good.
I don't even think the Target employees.
But do you know why
knew.
they do that? It was really common. I know in the UK, I don't know about here, but people were receiving their PS5s. They were getting dropped off, and they'd open them, and there would be like
Bricks.
dummy gifts in there.
Oh.
So the actual people who
Store.
were dropping them off,
Oh.
they were seeing their PS5s. Taking the PS5 out and then putting like I saw one guy had a Nerf gun in there instead of a PS5.
Damn.
Ah, right.
So they were just actively
Yeah.
stealing the
The
PS5s. And
delivery
then,
people, because it's like, oh, yeah, I could just do that, and then
Yeah.
how are they going to really prove down the line where it happened? and
exactly.
everything like that?
No cameras in the van, so it disappears, and then yeah.
Well, I haven't opened the box of my air fryer that I ordered the
Oh
other
no,
day.
Tom, you better be careful.
What if they've swapped it for a PS5? Sucker thinks he's
Surprise.
getting an air fryer, 8.2 litres. Turns out you're getting a PS5 disc version.
The way the fan runs on that thing, you probably could air fry whatever you needed.
I just put
Yeah.
chips inside it.
Yeah.
5 minutes, you get some
Put
crispy,
potatoes in, put raw potatoes in. 5 minutes later,
crispy chips. Crispy
that's
chips.
it.
Yeah, so like
In 4K.
4K crispy chips. Back to the question.
Yes.
though. Back to the question.
Yeah.
Have you ever eyeballed someone's stuff off?
Never.
Never.
No, I am. When I go grocery shopping, and I do a lot of the grocery
This
shopping.
is restaurants as well.
Restaurants as well.
Yeah.
I don't look at other people's thing. Go, oh, I want
Really?
that. No, restaurants. I know the menu almost back to front before I even get there. Like I usually look it up online, like because that's my choice of choosing a restaurant. I'm looking at the menu first.
Yeah.
Sure, of course.
I'm picking what I want to eat off the menu before I've even chosen to go to the restaurant.
Yeah, but then when you get there, you might walk past, see a sizzling plate come through, and you're like, hang on a second.
Yeah, Mongolian beef
I
always
want
gets
that
my
Mongolian
attention.
sizzle beef.
Sizzle beef.
You know what it is as well? I'm probably a little bit too scared or nervous or embarrassed to ask.
right.
Like, just to ask the question.
Really? So
Yeah.
you've never asked?
I wouldn't ask. I'd just be like, well, that looks like beef. I'll look at it like, it says sizzling beef. I'm just going to get that and hope it's the same.
Okay.
Interesting.
I like how I am with celebrities. I don't feel comfortable going up and talking to them.
The Mongolian beef doesn't want to know about me. Doesn't want to be bothered by me.
Mongolian beef doesn't
Yeah.
need me bugging
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
But I don't
Genghis
like
Khan, Genghis Khan, I'm so sorry.
Probably gets it all the time.
But see, that's the
Forgive
thing.
me.
You're
I
probably
don't
one
like-
of his relatives, Marcus. You could ask him.
It's true. It's true. But I don't feel comfortable like as
Yeah.
like someone else eating their meal. Like me going up and interrupting that meal and saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, what are you eating?" Like I
You're
feel,
not asking him for an autograph.
yeah, well, same
That's so
thing.
true.
Yeah, I don't care. Maybe the waiting stuff I might ask. Waiting
You're
stuff.
not going to see either of these people ever
Yeah.
again. Maybe the wait staff, but
Yeah.
To me, I just like it more when, you know how a lot of restaurants, obviously, they're tight for space. So they have like tables or two, but they're really close to other tables.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit of wood cut out in between.
Yeah.
So you're basically on the same table as people. And then they start making conversation with you after they ask you, like, what.
Oh, like
meal
it's
you
how the
had.
conversation
Yeah, no.
started.
I don't want that part.
No. Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm
We're
here
done.
to have dinner with my wife. I'm not here to I'm not here to swing with you guys. I just want to eat the meal in peace.
Because, you know, like, we met this lovely
you're my
couple at the
cousin?
restaurant.
Yeah.
Their names were Damien, and they had a great time. And
Yeah.
it's like, no, we're not here to make friends.
No.
This is where
That's right.
the transaction ends.
See,
It's
maybe,
like,
maybe that's why I don't want to talk to other people.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just don't want to talk to people.
I don't blame you.
I go to a restaurant with my partner. That's it. We're going out. That's us.
Can you think of anything that you guys have ordered that drew attention to you, or you were the belle of the ball when you ordered
I
something?
don't
Or
think, there was one time where I ordered, I was in Hawaii and I ordered this pasta and it said it was something about it being served with parmesan or something like that. I'm like, yeah, cool, we'll get this pasta.
yeah,
Ordered the pasta and then we waited and then when the pasta came out, they wheeled out this trolley with this massive semicircle wheel of cheese. Like I'm talking
Oh,
like a
wow.
tire, like a cheese that looks like a tire.
Pie cheese.
Parked it right next to me. And I'm like, what have I ordered? And they had my pasta in a bowl.
Yeah.
And they put
they
it
cooked it in
on-
the-
they
and they
put it
cooked it in the
onto
parmesan.
cheese.
Yeah.
And then they stirred it around in the parmesan
man.
cheese and then put it back in the bowl and put it on my table.
That is
The whole restaurant was looking at me like, what did this fucking guy order?
that's fucking good.
And I was like,
want
so
that.
basically the aroma of the parmesan, I mean, I know you hate parmesan,
Marcus would have been
Marcus.
projectile vomiting
You know,
all
no,
over
no,
the
no, no.
restaurant.
That's delicious. I can have
It
that.
was like laced, and they did it
Yeah.
in front of me. They could have done that in the kitchen, but they're like, no, we wheel this bit
it's
of
a
cheese
spectacle.
out.
It's a
And
spectacle.
everyone watched me,
Yeah.
and I was like, I felt like Cinderella. I'll be
Oh,
honest.
so you liked the experience?
Yeah, I liked the experience. I felt exactly like Cinderella.
get-
I
would
left
you
my
get this-
shoe in the parmesan for that reason, so people could find
Sure,
me
the
later.
parmesan,
And then
yeah.
they kicked you out.
Yeah, right.
But did-
I mean, parmesan stinks
would you-
sometimes.
That's the same.
Yeah, right.
Would you pick a menu off an item if you knew it was a spectacle every single
Oh,
time?
like the $1 million birthday fries from
Yeah, like
from
Simpsons.
Simpsons. Moe's.
Oh, right, with the
yeah,
fire.
yeah.
Cool,
Like-
Moe's $1 million birthday fries.
Yeah, like would you
No.
like the cheese
No,
like the
see,
cheese dish?
I'd hate that. I think knowing that, I'd probably not order it in the future,
Yeah.
if anything.
Well, I had a similar situation like
just let them
Tom.
just do it at the back.
Mate, just do it.
As long
Don't-
as it tastes good.
Yeah.
Don't do it in front of me. Just do it.
Yeah.
We had a situation where me and my girlfriend went out, and sorry, my wife. She's
gonna kill you.
I got this cocktail. I'm like, oh, this sounds fancy. And then it came out, and it was on fire. And I don't know what they lit. I think they lit cinnamon or something.
Yeah.
And it just left this trail of smoke throughout the whole restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, you know in cartoons when they smell a pie, and then like
People would
they
just-
smell it and they float in the air and they
Yeah.
go towards the pie.
Yeah, it smelled like apple pie.
That's how. No, it didn't. It smelled good at the start. Then it kept burning, and then I had to extinguish it because it wouldn't go out. And then for the rest of the duration of me having this cocktail, smoke was just pouring out of it, out of this whatever they burnt, and people were looking at us because it was like me smoking
put
in
it
the
out.
restaurant.
Yeah, right.
And I tried to put it out. I even like dunked it in water, and this thing, this smoke just kept pouring out
Right.
of it.
Oh, no.
I'm like,
It was like a smoking ceremony to get rid of the bad spirits, but
Yeah.
it was getting rid of the patrons of the restaurant. They were like, we're leaving.
We're leaving. There's cinnamon
You need
smoke
to
is
leave.
bad.
I didn't know you meant this type of spirit.
Yeah, right.
It's a different kind.
Burning the spirits. Yeah.
But it was actually bad because I was like, all I can taste is smoke.
Yeah,
not a good
that's
cocktail.
horrible, yeah.
Everyone's looking at me because, everyone's coughing.
I
Bad
need to finish
cocktail.
this drink so they can take it away from me.
Yeah. I would not recommend. Would not do it
Fair
again.
enough. I would go for a spectacle.
Yeah, you would?
Yeah, if I knew it was a spectacle that's kind of come out, I was like, yeah, all right, yeah.
right.
Let's
It's like
party
when
on.
they sing happy birthday to you in front of everyone.
fuck that.
No, not that, yeah.
Not that kind of spectacle.
But
no.
You want the
Like-
food spectacle.
I want the food. I want the
cheese wheel.
cheese wheel. I want they pull out like the leg of ham, like the big leg, and then they
yeah.
shave it onto your
Or Salt Bay, how he like does the sprinkle of the
sprinkle
salt.
of thing. Yeah, just
Just a
fucking
man
do it
with
for me.
sunglasses to come in and cut my meat.
I wouldn't pay extra for it, but I definitely want
Yeah.
it.
Would you like to be singled out in a restaurant by the chef for not trying something?
For
No.
not trying something.
Yes.
Like
No.
then going,
I'd be like-
you won't eat the fucking...
No, I'd be like, fuck you, dude. Like, I have the choice as a customer to get whatever I want.
That happened to me when I was in Japan.
He had to go at you for not...
No.
Like,
It
why
was-
didn't you
it-
order my sashimi?
It was lighthearted.
Right.
We were in Kanazawa, which is known for their... It's a coastal city, so they're known for their seafood and stuff.
Right.
And we were...
I'll have the duck.
I'll have the land animals.
You guys got chicken nuggets here? Or what?
Why do they even serve it if they're known for seafood? For people like you.
But like, so we asked the waiter, what do